Welcome, dear listener, and welcome back to a place where time slows, breath deepens, and the world gently loosens its grip on you. Tonight, you are invited to rest your thoughts, soften your body, and step quietly into the beginning of our story. Part 1 of Hidden Forest Hearth Cottage, where nothing is required of you except to listen and drift. And as you settle in, imagine yourself standing at the edge of an ancient forest in the heart of winter. The air cool but clean, carrying a silence so deep it feels like a soft blanket around your mind. And with each slow breath you take, the noise of the day begins to fade, replaced by the steady calm of snowfall and the quiet wisdom of trees that have stood here for centuries. Their branches heavy with white, their roots deep in frozen earth, holding stories that do not need to be told aloud to be felt. And as you take your first step onto the snowbound path, it yields gently beneath your feet, not with a crunch that startles, but with a muted softness, as though the forest itself is careful not to disturb your rest. And this path, narrow and winding, is not meant for haste. It curves slowly, patiently, encouraging you to move at the same unhurried pace as the falling snow. And with every step forward, you feel something inside you easing, the tightness in your shoulders slowly releasing, the weight behind your eyes beginning to lift. Because this forest does not ask you to think, to plan, or to remember. It only asks you to be present, to exist within its quiet embrace. And above you, tall pines rise into the dim winter sky, their needles dusted in silver, while ancient oaks stand firm and steady, their bare branches etched against the twilight like gentle hands reaching upward. And somewhere deep within the forest, a single raven calls, its voice low and distant, not sharp or alarming, but grounding, a sound that belongs to this place. And as it fades, the silence returns even fuller than before, wrapping around you like warmth beneath a heavy cloak. And you notice your breath aligning with the rhythm of your steps, slow in, slow out. A natural harmony forming between your body and the land beneath you. And the snow continues to fall, not hurried, not heavy, just enough to soften the world. Each flake drifting downward as if it knows exactly where it belongs, settling on branches, stones, and the path ahead, smoothing every edge. And as you walk, you realize that the forest is subtly guiding you away from the world you came from. And with every quiet footstep, worries you didn't realize you were carrying begin to slip away. Unfinished thoughts lose their urgency, concerns loosen their grip, because here, nothing demands your attention, and time itself feels different, stretching and slowing, becoming gentle and forgiving. And as the path bends slightly to the left, you notice a faint glow ahead, barely visible through the trees. Not bright enough to interrupt the darkness, but warm enough to feel. A soft amber light that flickers slowly, patiently, like a promise rather than a signal. And this light does not rush you. It does not pull or call. It simply exists, steady and calm, allowing you to approach at your own pace. And as you move closer, the air itself seems to change, growing subtly warmer, carrying with it the faint scent of wood smoke and something herbal, ancient, and comforting. And you realize that the forest is no longer just a place you are walking through. It has become a companion, guiding you gently forward, shielding you from the wind, softening every sound. And even the cold feels less sharp now, as though it respects where you are going. And the path beneath your feet becomes more defined, worn smooth by countless travelers long before you. each one arriving here in their own time, seeking rest, seeking warmth, seeking silence. And though you do not see them, you feel their presence in the path itself, in the way it curves with kindness rather than resistance. And as you continue, your body grows heavier in the most pleasant way, not tired, but grounded, as if gravity itself has become a source of comfort, gently pulling you towards stillness. And your thoughts slow, spacing themselves farther apart, like footsteps in fresh snow, until there is room between them for quiet to settle. And when you look ahead again, the glow is clearer now, still partially hidden by tree trunks and winter branches, but undeniably there, steady and welcoming. And you sense that this is not a place of noise or conversation, but of presence, of rest, of warmth that waits without expectation. And the forest seems to acknowledge this moment, growing even quieter, as if holding its breath in respect for your arrival. And you take one more slow step, then another, feeling safe, unhurried, and deeply calm, knowing that you are being guided not just toward a destination, but away from everything that no longer needs your attention. And as the path continues forward into the soft glow ahead, your breathing deepens once more. Your body fully relaxed now, your mind floating gently, ready to step beyond the trees and closer to the hearth that waits for you, patiently, peacefully, just beyond the bend in the snowbound path. As the snowbound path carries you forward from that final gentle bend, the amber glow you sensed before now begins to take clearer shape. And without any suddenness or surprise, the trees slowly open into a quiet clearing, as though the forest itself has decided to reveal something precious, only when you are calm enough to receive it. And there, resting peacefully beneath the falling snow, stands the Hearth Cottage, not grand, not imposing, but deeply reassuring, built low and strong. Its stone walls thick and weathered, shaped by hands that understood time rather than urgency. And as you pause at the edge of the clearing, your body instinctively relaxes even more, because this place does not feel unfamiliar. It feels remembered, like a warmth you have known before in another life or another dream. And the cottage seems to breathe with the night, a slow exhale of pale smoke drifting from its chimney, curling upward and dissolving into the winter sky, carrying with it the scent of burning oak and something faintly herbal, an aroma that settles into you and quiets the mind without effort. And the snow continues to fall gently, collecting along the roof's edges, resting on the rounded stones, softening every line until the cottage appears almost grown from the earth itself, as if it has always belonged here, hidden yet patient, waiting without impatience for those who wander in need of rest. And as you take a few slow steps closer, the crunch beneath your feet remains muted, respectful, and you notice how the cold air around the clearing feels different now. Less sharp, more forgiving, touched by the warmth that radiates quietly from within the stone walls. And above the door, you notice faint carvings etched into the lintel. Old Celtic symbols worn smooth by centuries of winters, spirals that speak of continuity, knots that hold meanings of protection and unity, marks left by people who believed that shelter was not just physical, but spiritual. And you do not need to understand these symbols to feel their effect, because standing before them, you feel safe in a way that does not ask for explanation. And the wooden door itself is dark with age, its surface bearing the subtle lines and textures of time, yet it stands solid and steady, neither locked nor guarded, simply closed, as if trusting that only those meant to arrive would find their way here. and the small window beside it glows softly, firelight flickering behind uneven glass, casting gentle shadows that move slowly, patiently, mirroring the rhythm of your own breathing. And as you draw nearer, the forest behind you seems to step back, not retreating, but allowing this moment to belong entirely to you and the cottage. And even the wind lowers its voice, brushing lightly against the surrounding trees without disturbing the stillness of the clearing. And you become aware that nothing here is rushed. Not the smoke, not the falling snow, not even your thoughts, which now drift like flakes, slow and untroubled. And you reach the threshold without realizing how little distance remains between you and the door, because the path has guided you so gently that movement itself feels effortless. And as you stand there, you notice how the warmth from inside seeps through the stone, touching your skin, easing deeper into your muscles. And it feels less like entering a new place and more like returning to one. And without sound or resistance, the door opens beneath your hand, not creaking loudly, not startling the silence, but yielding smoothly, as if it has been waiting for this exact moment. And as you step just inside, the contrast between the winter night and the hearth's glow wraps around you completely. Not overwhelming, not intense, but perfectly balanced. And though you are still near the doorway, you feel immediately protected, held by walls that have weathered countless storms. And behind you, the door closes quietly, sealing out the cold without finality, without isolation, because you know the forest remains just beyond, watching gently, patient as ever. And the cottage seems to acknowledge your presence not with words, but with warmth, with stillness, with the steady assurance that here, you are allowed to rest. And as your eyes adjust to the golden light, you become aware of how the cottage reveals itself slowly, intentionally, not all at once. Because this is a place that understands the value of gradual comfort, and the fire's glow reaches out across the stone floor, drawing you further inside, inviting without insistence. And the snow outside continues to fall unseen, blanketing the clearing, softening the path you arrived on, as if ensuring that for now, there is nowhere else you need to be. And standing there in the quiet threshold between forest and hearth, between cold and warmth, you feel something inside you settle completely, a deep internal exhale, as if your body has finally recognized that it has arrived somewhere safe, somewhere timeless, somewhere that asks nothing more of you than to stay, to breathe, and to let the world slow down around you. As you move fully into the cottage and the door settles closed behind you, the outside world fades without resistance, and the warmth of the hearth becomes the center of everything, drawing your awareness inward as gently as a deep breath. And before you stands the wide stone fireplace, ancient and steady, its flames glowing in slow, deliberate rhythms, not leaping or demanding attention, but breathing calmly, as if the fire itself understands rest. And the stones surrounding it are darkened by age, smoothed by countless winters, holding within them the memory of every cold night they have softened. And as you step closer, the warmth reaches your skin in quiet waves, easing into your chest, your shoulders, your hands, loosening places that have held tension longer than you realized. And the scent of burning oak fills the air, rich and grounding, layered with the faint trace of dried herbs hung somewhere above the hearth, releasing their calming presence with each gentle rise of heat. And the light from the fire stretches across the room, touching the stone walls and wooden beams, casting slow-moving shadows that drift without pattern, creating a sense of depth and safety, like being held within the heart of the earth itself. And you notice how the floor beneath your feet feels cool yet solid, anchoring you, reminding you that you are here, present, supported, and the room is simple, not sparse, but intentional, with each object placed for comfort rather than display. A low wooden bench near the fire layered with thick woven blankets, their textures inviting rest, and a sturdy table holding a clay cup from which steam rises softly, curling into the air like a whisper. And even without lifting it, you sense warmth within it, a quiet offering, not meant to distract but to soothe. And as you settle onto the bench, the fire responds not by flaring, but by steadying, as if acknowledging your presence with respect. And you feel the heat seep deeper now, not just warming your skin, but reaching inward, loosening the slow knots of the day, easing the weight behind your eyes. And your breathing begins to deepen naturally without instruction, slow in, slow out, matching the gentle pulse of the embers. And outside, the wind brushes against the stone walls, but its voice is low and distant now, softened by the thickness of the cottage, unable to disturb the calm that has gathered here. And the sound of the fire becomes a companion, each crackle and sigh perfectly spaced, never sharp, never sudden, just enough to remind you that warmth is alive, steady, present. And the walls around you seem to hold the silence rather than break it, absorbing sound, preserving stillness. And as you rest there, wrapped in warmth and shadow, your thoughts slow further, stretching out like long shadows at dusk, losing their edges, losing their urgency, until they no longer ask to be followed, and you realize that time itself behaves differently here. No longer measured in minutes or moments, but in breath, in warmth, in the steady glow of firelight against stone. And the cottage does not rush you to settle or sleep. It simply allows it, offering stillness without expectation. And as you lean back slightly, supported by the strength of old wood and thick fabric, you feel a sense of being held, not just by the bench or the walls, but by the continuity of this place, a shelter that has existed through countless winters, each one teaching patience, resilience, and the quiet power of consistency. And the fire continues its calm vigil, unwavering, reminding you that warmth does not need to be loud to be strong. And in this moment, nothing else exists that requires your attention. No tasks, no timelines, no unanswered questions. Only the gentle presence of flame, stone, and breath, all moving together in quiet harmony. And as your body settles more deeply into comfort, your mind follows, drifting softly, unanchored from effort. Allowing rest to arrive not as an action, but as a natural state. And the hearth glows steadily before you, a timeless center, holding the room, holding the silence, holding you, as the night continues quietly beyond the walls. And here, within the warm heart of the cottage, you are free to let go, to soften completely, and to remain wrapped in the calm, patient embrace of fire and stone. As you remain seated near the steady glow of the hearth, fully settled into the warmth and stillness of the cottage, your awareness slowly drifts outward once more, not away from comfort, but deeper into it. And your eyes are gently drawn toward the small window set into the thick stone wall, its glass uneven and softly rippled, shaped by old hands that valued function and patience over perfection. And through this window, The winter forest reveals itself again, quieter now, calmer, as if it too has relaxed knowing you are safely inside. And snow continues to fall beyond the glass, each flake moving slowly, deliberately, catching the firelight for a brief moment before disappearing into the white earth below. And watching them feels effortless, almost hypnotic, as though time itself has slowed to match their descent. And the contrast between the world outside and the warmth within creates a deep sense of balance inside you. A gentle harmony between cold and warmth, movement and stillness, effort and rest. And the storm that once felt vast and surrounding now seems distant, softened, transformed into something peaceful and beautiful. And the wind moves through the trees beyond the clearing, but its voice is muted, low, like a lullaby sung far away, unable to disturb the calm held within these stone walls. And you notice how the firelight reflects faintly on the glass, creating a layered scene where warmth and winter coexist, not in conflict, but in quiet understanding. And this balance mirrors something within you, a realization that you do not need to fight the outside world to find peace. You only need a place where you are allowed to rest from it. And as you continue to gaze outward, your breathing grows even slower, deeper, each breath filling your chest comfortably, then releasing without effort, and your thoughts, already softened by the hearth, now drift like the snowfall, appearing gently, then fading away before they can demand attention. And the forest beyond the window feels alive but unintrusive, its presence steady and reassuring, as if the trees themselves are standing watch, guardians of silence and sleep. And somewhere in the distance, an owl moves through the night air, unseen but felt, its passage adding to the sense of ancient rhythm that governs this place. And the night deepens gradually, not with darkness that presses inward, but with a gentle dimming, a softening of edges. And inside the cottage, the fire responds naturally, its glow becoming richer, more amber, casting longer shadows that stretch lazily across the stone floor and climb the walls like slow-moving thoughts. And these shadows do not unsettle you, they comfort you, reminding you that light does not disappear. It simply changes form. And as you sit there, held between the quiet window and the steady hearth, you feel a profound sense of belonging, not to a moment, but to a rhythm, an ancient pace of living where night was meant for rest and reflection, not urgency. And your body recognizes this truth instinctively, releasing the last traces of tension from your jaw, your neck, your hands, until even your fingers rest loosely, heavy and warm. And the cottage seems to breathe with you now, expanding and settling in subtle ways. The stone holding heat, the wood holding silence, the fire holding light, and the world beyond the glass continues its slow winter dance, unconcerned, unhurried. And you realize that nothing is required of you in this moment. No response, no thought, no decision, because everything that needs to happen is already happening. And as the snow gathers deeper outside, the path you arrived on slowly disappears beneath its soft cover, not trapping you, but freeing you from the idea of movement altogether, allowing you to remain fully present here. And your eyelids grow heavier, not with exhaustion, but with comfort, with trust. And even if they close for a moment, the warmth remains, the glow remains, the calm remains. And the window continues to frame the quiet beauty of winter like a living painting, changing so slowly it feels eternal. And in this space between fire and forest, Between inside and outside, between waking and dreaming, you find yourself drifting deeper into rest, carried by the steady assurance that this cottage, this night, and this moment will hold you gently for as long as you need. As the quiet deepens further and the cottage settles into the heart of the night, a subtle shift occurs, almost imperceptible, yet deeply felt, as though the space itself is remembering something ancient, and you feel it too. A calm older than thought, older than worry, flowing gently through the stone walls and into you. And the fire, now lower and steadier, glows with a deep amber richness, its embers pulsing softly like a slow, patient heartbeat. And in this gentle rhythm you sense the presence of countless nights that have passed through this place, nights of winter storms and long silences, nights where travelers rested, breathed, and allowed themselves to simply be. And the cottage holds all of that history without weight, without noise, offering it instead as a quiet foundation beneath your own rest. And outside, the forest seems to lean closer, not intruding, but listening, its ancient trees standing tall and still beneath the snow, their roots deep and unwavering, drawing strength from the earth below. And that same grounded strength seems to rise within you now, a calm energy that does not push or demand, but supports, allowing your mind to become clear without effort, focused without tension. And the air inside the cottage feels thicker with warmth, not heavy, but embracing, carrying the faint scent of smoke, wood, and winter herbs that linger like a memory of summer preserved for the cold months. And with each slow breath you take, that warmth spreads further, dissolving any remaining restlessness, smoothing the edges of thought until your inner world feels as quiet as the snow-covered clearing beyond the walls, and you become aware that the night itself has a presence, not dark or empty, but full and watchful. A Celtic night shaped by moonlight filtered through cloud, by unseen stars, by the silent turning of the world beyond human schedules. And this awareness brings with it a sense of belonging to something vast and enduring, something that does not measure worth by productivity or speed, but by presence, by continuity, by the simple act of existing in harmony with the land and the season. And the fire responds to this stillness by settling even further, its flames smaller now, but no less warm, their light reflecting softly off the stone, creating a glow that feels almost internal, as if the warmth has moved from the hearth into you, and you feel gently alert yet profoundly relaxed, a state where focus is effortless and rest is deep, where thoughts may arise but do not linger, passing through like clouds across a winter moon. And somewhere far outside, perhaps beyond the forest itself, the wind moves across hills and valleys, but here it rise only as a faint suggestion, a reminder that the world continues what you are allowed to pause. And the cottage does not isolate you from that world. It simply gives you a place to observe it without being pulled into it. And this creates a deep sense of safety, the kind that allows the nervous system to finally release its guard, allowing your body to sink further into stillness, your muscles loose and heavy, your breathing slow and steady, and you may notice a gentle clarity forming, a calm focus that feels clean and open, not sharp or forced, a clarity that could support creativity, reflection, or simply quiet awareness. And this clarity is born not from effort, but from rest, from the absence of noise. And the night seems to approve of this state, holding it carefully, as if understanding that this balance between calm energy and deep rest is rare and precious. and the ancient stones beneath you, warmed by fire, seem to hum softly with memory, not audibly, but in sensation, reminding you that this way of resting, this way of being, has always existed, long before modern urgency, long before constant motion, and your body responds instinctively, settling into a rhythm that feels natural and right. And the forest outside continues its quiet vigil, snow deepening, branches bending gently, the path fully hidden now beneath white, ensuring that nothing pulls you away from this moment. And you realize that there is no need to mark time here. No need to know how long you have been resting or how long you will remain, because the night unfolds at its own pace, and you are welcome to unfold with it. And the firelight flickers once more, then steadies as if signaling that all is well. That warmth will remain, that rest is secure, and in this ancient Celtic calm, held between forest and hearth, between winter and warmth, you feel completely aligned, supported by quiet energy, free from urgency, and gently carried deeper into a state of peace that feels both deeply restorative and softly alive. As the hidden forest and the Hearth Cottage continue to hold you, patiently, timelessly, through the heart of the night. As the night reaches its deepest and quietest hour, the cottage remains steady and awake, even as the world beyond drifts further into silence. And you sense that this is the final, gentlest phase of your journey, a time not for movement or discovery, but for complete rest and release. And the fire in the hearth has softened into a bed of glowing embers, each one pulsing faintly, rhythmically, like a calm and patient heart, offering warmth without flame, light without effort. And this subtle glow fills the room with a deep amber presence that feels more like a feeling than a sight, wrapping around you from within rather than shining from without. And the stones of the hearth hold that warmth carefully, reflecting it back into the space, ensuring that nothing is lost, nothing wasted. And as you remain there, fully supported, you feel the final traces of tension dissolve completely, as though your body has finally been given permission to rest at the deepest level, and your breathing becomes slow and spacious. Each inhale gentle and full, each exhale long and unburdened. And the cottage itself seems to breathe with you now, expanding and settling in perfect harmony. The wooden beams above holding the quiet, the stone walls anchoring the calm, and outside, the forest rests beneath its thick blanket of snow, transformed into a world of soft shapes and muted shadows where even the trees seem to sleep, standing tall and still, their branches no longer swaying, their roots deep in frozen earth, holding firm through the winter night. And the path you once walked has vanished completely beneath the snow, not as a barrier, but as a sign that this moment asks for nothing more than presence, nothing more than stillness, and the night sky beyond the forest remains unseen but deeply felt, a vast canopy of darkness and distant stars, reminding you that the world is wide and enduring, and that you are safe within it, held in this small, warm pocket of light and stone. And the embers glow on, steady and reliable, a quiet promise that warmth does not disappear when flames fade. It simply transforms, and you sense that same transformation within yourself. A shift from effort to ease, from thought to awareness, from wakefulness to gentle drifting, and your mind no longer seeks direction or narrative. It rests naturally in the calm that surrounds it, thoughts dissolving before they can form, replaced by a soft, open stillness. And whether your eyes are closed or open, the darkness feels kind, protective, and your body grows heavy in the most comforting way, supported fully by the place where you sit or lie, as if the earth itself has risen to meet you, and the cottage, ancient and patient, continues its silent vigil, offering shelter without demand, presence without expectation. And you realize that this hidden forest hearth cottage is not only a place, but a feeling you can return to whenever you need, a memory of warmth, balance, and quiet strength that will remain with you long after this night fades. And as the embers slowly dim to a softer glow, the room grows darker, but never cold, never empty. And the silence deepens into something almost tangible, a gentle space where rest becomes effortless and sleep, if it comes, arrives naturally, like snow settling on branches. And in these final moments, there is nothing left to do, nowhere left to go, only the quiet comfort of being held. And if sleep finds you now, allow it, knowing you are safe, grounded, and supported. And if you remain awake, simply rest in this calm energy, letting it renew you quietly, deeply. And as this story comes to a close, remember that you are always welcome here, in moments of stress, in moments of tiredness, or whenever you seek gentle focus and peace. And for now, let the fire's last glow, the forest's silent watch, and the ancient stillness of the night carry you softly onward. Thank you for spending this time with me. Dear listener, may your rest be deep, your sleep peaceful, and your nights always warm and calm. Until we meet again.